All right, so our next little segment here is seeing and experiencing religion. Essentially, when we look around our surroundings, when we observe what people are saying, what people are doing, how they are acting, what the environment is like, whether there might be objects or items in the vicinity that look a certain way, or other aspects of human action, we can observe these things and then we can say, do we know? Can we determine whether these observations are of a religious nature, a spiritual nature, if they relate to something that might be sacred to this person? So often we can say, yeah, we can usually tell if something's really important, though we may realize knowing which religion or spiritual discipline is being practiced. So sometimes we can realize it, but other times we might be wrong, or we might not be able to tell exactly which practice is being practiced, which religion, which spirituality. So what I want you to do in task 2, and we're going to go through task 2 in a minute using the PowerPoint, I want you to do 3 parts. 1, how might you know you are encountering religious or spiritual activity? Can you tell which religion or spiritual discipline is being practiced? Where, in what places do you encounter religious or spiritual activity? Is there a particular reason that you encounter this religion or spirituality in this place? And what aspects of life might be impacted by religion or spiritual beliefs? Can you think of how or why life is impacted? So whether you're taking this as the summer course or just going through these videos, I want you to really think about these questions. How do you know that you are encountering religion or spirituality? Can it be through people's clothing? Is it because you're at a particular place? Meaning, where do we encounter it? Are we encountering it because we're at a religious place? Maybe we're at a church or a temple, maybe a mosque, synagogue. But when we're not in those places, how else might we know that we're encountering it? Could it be, and just as a note, if you are filling out the workbook, you want to make sure you're using a different font. So you might say, I can tell by what a person is wearing. An example could be a headscarf, a head covering. Well, the question goes on and says, can you tell which religion or spiritual discipline is being practiced by this activity? Well, sometimes I can tell, but I know I might not be right. I know Orthodox Christians, Orthodox Jews, most Muslim men and women, let's say most Muslim women and many Muslim Hindus and Sikhs. There we go. So it might be through clothing, but it might be because of the food they're eating, because of artwork, because of any number of other things that we might be able to tell we're encountering this religious spiritual behavior. What aspects of life does religion and spirituality impact? Does it impact what you eat? Does it impact what music you listen to? Does it impact the TV shows that you watch? Does it impact the clothing that you wear? Does it impact your family relationships, your friends? Where and how do people learn about religion and spirituality? So this question isn't asked. It's not one of the questions that's in here. Rather, we're saying where and what places and what aspects of life. But even though it's not in the workbook, I want you to think about it for a moment. Where do people learn about the religion and spirituality? Do they learn it from family, from friends, from the news? As you think about where you learn, think about what might be a bias or a prejudice that comes from that source you're learning from. All right, that's going to wrap up this video. And we'll come up on understanding the differences.